Hi all, today I'm showing you how to make my grandma's Southern smothered pork chops. It's a family favorite. Ingredients you'll need: 2 pounds of bone-in pork chops, 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of ground black pepper, 2 tablespoons of salted butter, 8 ounces of sliced baby bella mushrooms, 2 teaspoons of chicken better than bouillon or 2 cups of chicken broth, 2 teaspoons of thyme, 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 4 minced garlic cloves, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of sea salt plus a half a teaspoon, 1 medium onion, half a cup of heavy whipping cream, 3 cups of buttermilk, and 1 teaspoon of onion powder. You'll need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Now first up, I measured out 3 cups of all-purpose flour to make the dredge for the pork chops. And this is really to thicken the sauce. That's how you thicken it, is the dredge. And it's just, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and then I'm doing 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and you don't want too thick of a dredge, but I always like to have a lot because I tend to like a thicker sauce. So, and I just added a half a teaspoon of sea salt, and I'm mixing it well. And after that's done, I move on to doing the brine, and that's just 3 cups of buttermilk, 2 tablespoons of sea salt, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. It's just regular table sugar. And you're going to mix well because you want to make sure that the sugar and salt is dissolved in the buttermilk before adding the pork chops. And you just submerge the pork chops in the buttermilk brine for 1 to 4 hours. And next I'm going to make the chicken broth. I'm using chicken better than bouillon, just 2 teaspoons and 2 cups of water. You can use regular chicken broth. This is just what I had on hand. And now I'm just thinly slicing the onion on a mandolin. I just prefer the mandolin because it gives me perfect slices every time, thinly done. And I really have the worst knife skills, so that's why I use the mandolin. If you have bad knife skills, the mandolin is for you. And then after this, I move on to peeling the garlic, getting the skin off the garlic. And we're using four cloves. By the way, you can always add more garlic or more onions if you want. Now I'm adding 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil to the cast iron pot. I'm sorry it's so dark. I needed to turn the light on. I did later on when I saw how dark it was. And now I'm removing the pork chops from the brine, and I'm shaking it off the brine, and I'm just laying it in the flour, making sure it's smoothly coated. And when it's done, I'm going to brown the pork chops in that oil. I have it over a medium flame right now, heating up. And that's basically it. Now we're not frying this, we're just browning it. It's over a medium flame. Brown the pork chops in the pan, then remove them and put in the mushrooms into the pan. And you're just gonna make sure it's coated in oil. And then you're gonna add the onions. Quite a bit of onions. And after that, I add 2 tablespoons of butter, and I stir it around. And now I'm adding 2 teaspoons of thyme. You can use fresh thyme if you want. I just always have dry thyme on hand. A lot of my grandma's dishes had thyme in it for some reason. And 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Or pepper to taste. If you want more, add more. And remember, this is over a medium flame. And when the onions have turned translucent, you're going to turn off the heat. And the light is on now, you can really see. And we're now just, I'm using a garlic press. You can mince it with a knife if you like, if you don't have a garlic press, but this is how I always do it. And now I'm just adding the brown pork chops. Now the pork chops aren't cooked. I only brown them, as I said. And that's just to give it flavor. The Maillard reaction is what we're looking for. And now I'm adding the 2 cups of chicken broth with a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream that I added into the chicken broth. And this is going to make the sauce for the smothered chicken. And I'm just mixing everything, making sure that the mushrooms and the onions are marrying with the chicken broth and heavy cream. I'm going to put the lid on now. I'm going to place this in the preheated 350-degree oven, and it's going to cook covered for 40 to 45 minutes. And I always serve it with rice, but you can do mashed potatoes if you like. It's up to you. It is so delicious and so comforting, and it just, it's one of my favorite dishes as a child, and it still is. And I always put chopped parsley or sliced green onions on top for color. And this is what it looks like. It's absolutely delicious. If you make this, your family will love it. And you can always keep it in your back pocket for any weeknight. To help our channel grow, we're asking if you're enjoying our channel, please consider subscribing and commenting and liking the video and watching it all the way from the beginning to end, because this does help us. Because of the YouTube algorithm, these things are needed for us to grow and to get referred to other people. Thank you. I post videos every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays on a variety of topics. Baking, cooking, gardening, lifestyle, interior design. Thank you all for watching. We're so very grateful for all of our new subscribers, our old subscribers, and everybody just coming on by to watch one of our little videos. We're very grateful. It's going to get cool this week. I'm so excited. I'm really excited for the fall. Thank you all, and have a wonderful week, and be blessed.